We asked the question before game one, do the Mariners have enough left in the tank after that 5-game series against the Tigers? Turns out it was a bad question. They didn't just survive those 2 games there in Toronto. They won them both, and they did it how they've done it all year, the pitching and the power.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been an up and down season until the last 30 games. The last 30 games, you can make an argument they're the best team in baseball. They rode that stretch to win the division, win that improbable 5th game, and then rode to the 2-0 lead in this series. You talked about their ERA and their pitching, outstanding. When they get power, they're tough to beat.
We're going to find out what these Toronto Blue Jays are made of. They were made of a bunch of offense against the Yankees. They steamrolled through the division series, but they've been stymied through 2 games here.
That offense needs to get clicking with runners on base, and they got to do something better after the 2nd inning.
We already had the ceremonial first pitch, and they're going with the big dogs here with the championship series having arrived. Randy Johnson, the ceremonial first pitch. Jays are saying, hey, Kirby, stop. We're glad we're not facing this guy. Get him out of the game before it even starts. This is George Kirby, who started game 1, started game 5 of the division series, 14 strikeouts to just 1 walk. And you go back the last month, really, John, 45 strikeouts to 2 walks. As the games have gotten bigger, he's gone to another level.
He has, and he's going to throw a lot of fastballs, which is refreshing when we have an industry that throws the least amount of fastballs. But he's going to do it a variety of ways, and look for that sinker to be a big part of the game. He has great secondary stuff. Well, it starts with Springer, and he is really good at igniting a team right from the leadoff spot. So look for some aggression early for the Toronto Blue Jays, as they know the pitcher they're facing is in the strike zone a lot.
That's a bouncing ball to third, sized up by Suarez. First out of the ball game. 1 away in this first inning. Nathan Lucas. He begins this game with 2 quick outs.
Well, the reason this first inning is so important is the adrenaline's through the roof. He'll never pitch another game in his life where the crowd's going to be this intense, knowing they're that close to the World Series. So regular season, you don't have this adrenaline. He's experienced it in the previous series. He came out doing just great, and this will be the biggest game of his life, knowing that the crowd is sensing something that has been waiting for a long time.
John Schneider told us, John, a couple hours ago that he sees Vlad getting more and more comfortable being the guy, and never have they needed the guy to be that more than they do right now.
Guerrero with a high chopper to third, tracking back. Suarez with a leaping snag, bounces it to first, and it's by and into the camera well. Guerrero will get second base for free on what could go as an infield hit, but will definitely go as an error on Eugenio Suarez.
Well, I think Suarez, who made a great play to actually come up with that baseball, had more time than he initially thought. Threw that baseball quickly to first base. One-hopped it.
And a first inning chance for Anthony Santander. Santander missed last game with a lower back tightness and really has not hit this year. He's homered against Kirby twice.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Kirby striking out Santander, his 2nd strikeout here in the first inning. And that's going to be it for the Blue Jays. What a start for George. No runs, a hit, and a man left on.
It's Shane Bieber for the Blue Jays, trying to improve upon his first start of the postseason, where he only lasted 2 2/3 at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, Shane Bieber's, a lot of his success against this team was about 2-3 years ago, and so it's a relatively new pitcher that the Mariners are going to see post Tommy John.
Arozarena leads off. Here's 3-1 to Arozarena. Rides inside and a leadoff walk. MVP chance rained down as Raleigh comes up with a home run in the first game, and then 2 walks with the ultimate respect in game 2. Walked him with the base or with nobody out and a runner at second in the 5th inning. Fly ball the other way for Lucas. On the move into foul ground. He's got it. Arozarena chugging back to first. Way too close. He's in there okay. Julio Rodriguez, who reached base 3 times in the first game, had the home run to get him going in game 2. And talking with Dan Wilson before the game about the impact he makes, not just with what he does on the field, but the energy that he brings. Dan said he lifts that whole dugout up when he does stuff like he did in game 2. There goes Arozarena. Here's the throw from Kirk. It's not in time, and a stolen base for Randy. Well, he's not been on much, but when he has, he's wreaked havoc.
Bieber looked back at Randy. The stretch and the pitch to Julio. Swing and a well-hit ball. Deep to left field. Going and goodbye baseball. He almost hit his face on the board, the out-of-town scoreboard in left center field. Julio Rodriguez with another first inning home run. He had a 3-run blast in the first a couple of days ago at Rogers Center. A line shot 2-run home run here in the bottom of the first inning at T-Mobile Park. And the Mariners with a 2-0 lead. And the crowd is going wild. A walk and a bomb. And the Mariners are up 2-0. Do they want game 3 of this series? You better believe it. And that was a missile to left field.
Now Polanco to right center field. Santander not going to get there. It's a double for Polanco. It is a party in Seattle already. Got him with a high fastball, and the bat goes flying. Off balance, pops this one up into shallow center field. The shortstop Jimenez to put it away and end this first inning. Bottom of the order comes up for the Mariners. Dominic Canzone leads off. His 0-2 to Canzone is swung on and missed. Got him with a curve. Victor Robles with one away. Unable to lay off. Back-to-back Ks as he's had the breaking ball working a little bit better here.
Well, he's got a quick fastball that he can paint. When he's on, what makes Bieber such a unique pitcher is he's so short to the ball, arm out of the glove, and his ball carries, and the hitter just doesn't pick it up.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Shane Bieber punches out the side in the bottom of the second, and we'll see if that can spark the Blue Jays.
See if the Blue Jays can get something going here in the top of the third against Kirby. It'll be 8-9-1. Kirby to face Ernie Clement to begin the third. Ernie is 1 for 7 in the series, hitting .476 in the postseason. Had a huge series against the Yankees. As he lines it down the left field line, it's a fair ball. And Clement turns on the fastball and is into second with a leadoff double.
A moment here for Toronto. They've got to figure out a way to get at least one here, if not more.
Here's a high fly ball off of the bat of Jimenez that's carrying well. Robles turns and watches it fly. It's the 9-hitter Andres Jimenez, of all people, giving Toronto the swing that it desperately needed. It's tied at 2.
You have got to be kidding me. Andres Jimenez with one of the biggest swings of his life. The Seattle Mariners were expecting a sac bunt. They got a 2-run home run. What a swing.
His first homer of the playoffs and his 8th regular season and postseason combined. A 400-foot moonshot over the Boeing side in right center. It's 2-2 in the third.
Fly to right. Robles makes the catch and protects that shoulder as best he can. That looked a whole lot like the play that knocked him out for most of the year back in San Francisco 2 weeks in. Lucas rips a base hit to center field. Nathan Lucas just keeps on doing it. His 4th hit the last 2 games. That's ripped towards the left field corner and off the wall. Lucas to third. Guerrero's headed for second with a blur of a double. And he shouts into that dugout and says, "I'm back."
Well, no sooner did I spit it out of my mouth. This is the one thing that you can get out of Guerrero. If you leave a slider middle in, and he can launch it. Now the difference is it stayed in the park.
Chopper to first. No movement. Naylor to the bag. As good as a strikeout, 2 away.
Went back to the fastball, tried to get it up. Didn't get it up enough, but got the result he wanted. Now a chance to bear down and get out of what could have been a nightmare inning here.
A 3-1 to Alejandro Kirk. Taken for ball 4, and the bases are loaded. First walk of the game issued by Kirby, and a big chance here for Dalton Varsho. It's only 1 base run over the first 2 innings, 4 hits and a walk here in the third. And Varsho, the 8th man to bat. He's got a chase, but it's a wild pitch, and the Blue Jays take the lead. Lucas in to score. He overthrows another, and it's 3-2 Toronto.
A tough play for Cal. He's trying to scoop that short hop, and it catches the top of his glove.
He's drilled by Varsho to right. Racing back Robles. Turns it off the fence. In to score Guerrero. Kirk will score as well. Ball gets away from Robles, but Varsho stays at second with a 2-run double.
What a swing from Dalton Varsho. He got the elevated heater, and he smoked it. Another ball off the top of the wall. The second of the inning for the Toronto Blue Jays. Missed a home run by about 3 feet in right field. A couple more runs in this ballgame. 5-2 Toronto now. What an inning for them.
Randy Arozarena, top of the order for the Mariners here in the third, trailing for the first time. 5-2 Toronto. Strikes out Arozarena on 3 pitches. That is 4 Ks in a row and 5 out of the last 6 hitters.
It really does help when you can get that pitch to do that. His fastball, again, the best way I can explain it is sneaky fast.
And a pop up of Raleigh. Right side of the diamond. Clement. Bieber's 2-2. Bouncing ball left side. This could be an infield hit. It will be. No driving from Barger. And Rodriguez is 2 for 2, showing off a couple dimensions of his game. The power with the home run and now the speed with the infield hit. Flies this ball to center field for Dalton Varsho. And a shutdown inning for Shane Bieber. 3 innings in the books. 5-2 Toronto.
Well, Kirby's got a job to do now, and it's try to limit the damage and give them as many innings, quality innings as possible. You don't want to just go to relievers as fast as you can in this long series.
First pitch swinging. This ball's hit in the air to deep center field, and George Springer gets it over the wall for a home run. His extra base impact continues. Third home run of the postseason for Springer, and they've got 6.
A solo homer, and it's 6-2 Blue Jays in the top of the 4th.
Well, George Springer is known to ambush first pitch fastballs. He got a first pitch fastball about thigh high right down the middle, and he hammered that thing over that fence in center field. What a swing from him, and an important run for the Toronto Blue Jays.
2-run home run for Julio Rodriguez in the first inning. Just 1 base runner in the 2 innings since, as Beavers collected 4 Ks in that stretch.
Naylor hits the 1-1 on the ground to another former teammate, Ernie Clement, who picks it up off a knee and throws over to first. 1 out.
Here's his 2-2 to third, and Barger is over the plate, but he got away with it. 2 away. Another 2-2. Bieber to Canzone. Bieber wins the battle with a disappearing changeup, and Shane Bieber with 6 strikeouts.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. digs in to lead it off in the 5th, 2 for 2 today, with a single, a double, and a run scored. Vladdy hits it high in deep center field. Moving back Rodriguez at the warning track, leaps at the fence. Did he get it? He did not. It's gone. Home run, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And it's 7-2 Blue Jays in the 5th.
Just another mistake from George Kirby. This time a spinning slider over the heart of the plate. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. actually didn't get all of it. Got it off the end of the bat just a little bit, but was able to get it just over that outstretched glove of Julio Rodriguez in center field. I actually thought he caught it.
I mean, he's liable to take anything back, Julio Rodriguez. Guerrero hit that 106 off the bat, and yeah, if he had hit it 105, Julio probably makes the catch just barely. It got out of his reach. Vladdy's 4th homer of the postseason.
Santander takes the walk, and the bullpen gets active for Seattle. So George Kirby, who had been so good over his first 4 games in the postseason in his career, was excellent in the division series against the Tigers. Did not have it tonight. The Jays score 7 runs against him in 4+ innings. As this Mariners bullpen that has been untouchable with 18 consecutive scoreless innings goes back to work here. Bouncing ball towards the middle. Under diving Crawford. That's the 5th hit of the game against a sinker for the Blue Jays. Remember, they came into the game 0 for 17 in the series against him. Ernie Clement pokes one to right field. That's a base hit. Santander's waved home. Robles throws for the plate. It's cut off. Throw to third. He's out, but the run had scored. Santander had stepped on home, and so it's 8-2 Blue Jays as Clement knocks in another. And he's retired 12 of the last 13 after 3 of the first 4 hitters of the game reached.
Swinging a line drive up the middle into center field for a base hit. Crawford is aboard. That's good to see. Mariners need some kind of spark.
3-1. Chops it to third. Barger's got it. We'll go to second for 1. Toss to first is late. 2 away for Raleigh. Got him with a high fastball, and a roar from Shane Bieber, who has transformed from his first game to this one. 7 Ks for the right-hander. Andres Jimenez leads off the top of the 6th. Bounce under Suarez and into left field for a base hit to open this inning. Springer off the end of the bat to right field. That's going to find a hole. Springer throws down the brakes as Robles gets it into the cutoff man, and they're at first and third with nobody out looking for more. Caleb Ferguson coming on to pitch, who they picked up at the deadline from Pittsburgh. He was really good in September. An 8-2 game with runners at the corners and nobody out. Nathan Lucas bouncing the first pitch to first. Here comes the runner from third, and he'll score with a dive as Lucas is tagged out. Jimenez in to make it 9-2 Jays. They're going to put Vlad Jr. on intentionally here with first base open. Tonight they've paired that contact with the power. Kirk quiet a couple games in Toronto, but he's walked in and singled today.
Well, if the score holds up, they have half of their job that they have to guarantee. They got to win 2 games to at least get back to Toronto.
Kirk hits it high in deep right field. Racing back Robles at the fence. Climbs the wall. it a dozen for the Blue Jays on a 3-run homer from Alejandro Kirk. He hits it the other way for his 3rd home run of the postseason, and the Blue Jays lead 12-2.
That's how you know Alejandro Kirk is feeling good, going the other way, going up the middle. He gets that fastball almost off the plate outside at about 95 miles an hour, and he hammers it the other way just beyond that fence.
Rodriguez launched a 2-run home run in the first inning, riding the wave of the crowd, and it was like, oh boy, this may be a runaway train, but only 2 hits since.
Swing and a miss. He got him. He strikes out Rodriguez on a cutter over the middle, and even the mistakes are going well for Shane Bieber tonight.
Bouncing ball offside. Backhand play by Jimenez, and a close play, but he got him. And Andres Jimenez having himself a ball game.
Yeah, great play backhand in the outfield. He had to get rid of it quick and on the money.
Nailed to first. Backhand by Vlad Jr. and 6 innings from Shane Bieber with 8 Ks, silencing this Seattle offense. Well, maybe the most impressive thing about what's happened in this series is the way that the visiting teams have taken the home crowds out of the equation.
Yeah.
Luke Jackson comes on to pitch. These are the 2 best home field advantages, at least in the American leagues. As Vlad gets his 4th hit of the ball game,
You got to run.
A shot,
You got to
a
run.
triple, and a cycle.
Run.
Vlad Jr. stops at second now. Good
whole
for history,
dugout.
big fella.
The whole dugout was telling him he ought to get to triple for a cycle. He took too big of a turn right here. He stumbles, and then right at this point, he's not on track with where he was intended to go, but wasn't going to do anything foolish.
So he's got to settle with a stinky 4-hit night. Home run, 2 doubles, and a single for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Raleigh can't find it, and Vlad Jr. takes 3rd. That is the inning. Luke Jackson pitches around the leadoff double.
Heck of a lineup for the Mariners. A lot of guys with postseason play, including Randy. Here's a swing and a drive deep to left field. Going, and goodbye baseball into the Blue Jays bullpen. Randy Arozarena, 27 home runs during the regular season. There's his first home run of this postseason. And it's now the Blue Jays 12 and the Mariners 3. As he hits one out to Randy Land. Anything in left field is Randy Land. So for the Mariners, their 2nd home run of the night. Giving the Mariners their 3 runs. Julio with a 2-run blast back in the first inning.
A home run for Arozarena, by the way, his first one in more than a month. You got to go back to September 9th. Raleigh hitless the last 2. Raleigh sends a drive down the line towards the pole. Goodbye.
In and out of the bleachers in right field. An effort by Lucas to try to bring it back. Cal Raleigh with a home run. Back-to-back home runs for Randy Arozarena and Cal Raleigh. This ball club getting the fans back to the ball game. It's now the Blue Jays 12 and the Mariners 4. Cal Raleigh with his 3rd home run of the postseason. Down the right field line. He hit 60 during the regular season. Nathan Lucas going high in the air just beyond his reach.
Get the rally shoe.
And that's not even his shoe.
Whoa. That's a rally shoe closet.
Those aren't all his.
Can't be. Maybe they're bringing them, like you bring your glove to the stadium, you also bring your shoe. So you don't have to take your shoe off. You just have your rally shoe in your bag with your glove, and when the time calls for it, you break the Converse out. Bright whites. The Jays, a 5th home run tonight, tie a postseason team record. 4 of them tonight. Barger trying to get involved. He's 0 for 4.
1-1 pitch is slammed. Right field and deep. Addison Barger in his home state absolutely destroys a solo home run. 13-4, the Blue Jays lead in the top of the 9th. Their 5th home run of the night as the homer parade continues.
Well, I did say it would be nice to see him hit something in a gap or over the fence. He chose the latter. What a swing from Addison Barger. Let's get him going.
He hit it in that gap between the fence and the fans. That's his first career postseason home run. And now 8 total homers in this game. I promise I'm not lying that this isn't an easy place to hit home runs.
Rally shoes, rally boots. 13-4. Need a whole trunk of shoes to get the Mariners back from down 9 here in the 9th inning. Well, it's not like the Mariners offense has been silent. They have 3 home runs in this game. They've scored 4 runs. This is Mason Fluharty, by the way, on the pitch for the Jays. 4 runs on 8 hits for Seattle. Harry Ford leads off. Lines the ball to center field and has a base hit. So Ford in his first postseason at bat has his first postseason hit. Down on a fastball. 1 gone in the 9th.
Popped up by Garver. Back of first foul. Vladdy ranging over onto the side warning track. turns back and makes the catch, leaning back to his left. He makes that awkward play as easily as any first baseman you'll see in the game. There are 2 outs, and Blue Jays fans can rise to their feet. Hit on a bounce to first. Vladdy up with it. He goes to the bag and back off the mat. The Blue Jays punch back with a win in this series. They take down Seattle 13-4 on the back of a powerful offensive day and a masterful start from Shane Bieber.
Yeah, that was a huge win for the Toronto Blue Jays. As close to a must win as it gets, and they really came to play.